Hey folks, welcome to Fyrefly's Follies. I hope you enjoy the video today. If you do, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope that you will and stick around for a while. Today, I'm going to show you how I dehydrate oranges for long-term shelf-stable storage. I use the slices to flavor my drinking waters, and I powder the ends and the pieces and use those for a couple of spice mixes and some cleaning products that I make. To get these ready, I soak them in my fruit wash, which is vinegar and water, and I gave them a good scrub since I'm leaving the skins on. I slice them on a mandolin to get them in uniform slices, and I'm loading everything in a single layer on my tray. I'm not using the mesh liners because I'm not worried about these falling through once they're dry. Now, I use the Excalibur Easy Dry Digital. It's a 5-tray stacking unit with a fan on the bottom, and fruit dehydrates at 125 in my dehydrator. Oranges typically run about 10 or 12 hours. These are really juicy, so they could go up to 24 hours. Now, keep in mind when you're dehydrating and you look up the guidelines, it really is only a guideline. There are a lot of factors that can affect how long it takes something to actually dehydrate. Things like the humidity in the air, the temperature in your house, and the juiciness of the fruit that you're dehydrating. So I'm going to finish loading these in the trays and get them on the dehydrator. And I'll rotate these trays 3 or 4 times during the drying. I'm going to start with 12 hours, and every time I rotate the trays, I'll check and see how close they are to being dry and adjust the time if necessary. Once these are completely dry, I'll bring you back and show you how they look. Okay, I'm back, and these seem to have dried. They're crispy, they snap, they are still a little sticky feeling to me, so I'm going to watch them very carefully while I can condition them. But they haven't changed. I ran them a total of 16 hours, and they haven't changed. They're crispy, and I've checked them a couple of times over the past 4 hours. They're still the same sticky that they were 4 hours ago. So I'm gonna say that these are dehydrated, but while I condition them, because I'm unsure of these were really juicy when I started. So I'm going to watch these very closely. Now, what I do when I take things off the dehydrator is I put them into a jar and I put the lid on and I leave them sitting out where I can see them. And then I check them at least once a day and sometimes twice a day for the next 3 or 4 days to make sure that there is no condensation or fog or any signs of moisture anywhere on the sides of the jar. And then once they've sat out for 3 or 4 days, I will add them to the half gallon that I keep them in my pantry, and they'll be good on the shelf for a long time. And I rehydrate these in water to make fruit water. I gave up soda, so that is my go-to drink, is to just drop 3 or 4 slices into a quart of water at night, just room temperature water, drop some dehydrated fruit in, get up the next morning and you have fruit infused water. With oranges, I also feed them to my girls. I have Wombaroos, and for those who don't know what a Wombaroo is, it's a miniature sugar glider, and they love dehydrated orange slices. I run a string through them, hang them in their cage, and they play with them for days. So there we have it. Dehydrated orange slices and the ends that will become powder. And again, I'll leave them sitting out for a couple of days. I'll probably leave these out at least a week just so I can keep an eye on the jar to look for any condensation. If I find any condensation, I'll put them back on the dehydrator for a few hours and make sure that they're completely dry. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video today. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I hope that you will, and if you'll hit that bell, they'll notify you when I upload a new video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.